How to charge your Bluebird bus with InCharge Energy's charger. InCharge Energy is a leader in electric vehicle charging infrastructure and Bluebird's partner for electric bus charging. This video will show you how to properly charge your Bluebird bus using an InCharge Energy DC charger. Before charging the bus, make sure the bus is in park with the park brake on and the ignition switch is off. DC fast charging uses a CCS, or Combined Charging System connector. InCharge Energy's chargers typically have two CCS connectors. On the ICE 30 kilowatt charger, the charger is capable of sequential charging, which means if two buses are plugged in, only one will charge at a time. This also means that only one bus can be preconditioned at a time. If you want more details on preconditioning the Bluebird bus and ICE chargers, you can refer to the supplemental preconditioning training video. On ICE 60, 120, and 180 kilowatt chargers, parallel charging is possible, allowing both buses to charge simultaneously. This means that the buses can be preconditioned at the same time. Before you start charging, check the charging cord to make sure it's not damaged or wet. If you notice any cracks, burn marks, or signs of water or ice, contact a manufacturer for assistance. If there's moisture, dry the connector. Additionally, make sure the bus charging port or charging station connector is clean and free of dirt or debris. You can use a nylon brush or compressed air to remove any dust or debris from the DC terminals. Be sure when connecting the charger connector to the bus, you hear a click. Once the connector of the InCharge Energy charger is attached to the bus, simply press Ready on the display to wake the charger. If the charger is in free vend mode, the charge session begins after selecting the touch display for the applicable CCS cord connected to the vehicle. If the charger is in auto charge mode, each bus's EV CC ID is added to the authorized table for charging. The yellow light on the far left indicates the DC1 cord is currently in use. The green light, second to the left, indicates whether power is on. The red light, second to right, indicates whether a critical error is present. And the yellow light on the far right indicates if the DC2 cord is currently in use. Some chargers will have access methods, often an RFID card or a PIN code, to begin the session. This is where you tap the RFID card. This is where you would enter the PIN code. Once the charger is activated, a handshake between the vehicle and the charger will occur. This handshake exchanges the power limitations and voltage between the charger and vehicle, so the appropriate amount of energy is dispensed from the charger to the vehicle. While the vehicle is charging, you can see the values of energy on the display. It will show the use time or how long the bus has been plugged in, time remaining on the charger to receive a full charge, the voltage, and amperage. In addition, you can see all your charging activity right on your phone or computer with InControl software. Through InControl, colors and icons indicate if the charger is plugged in, dispensing energy, or done charging. You can see battery levels and live charging session readings, kilowatts, duration, graphs, and get a view of everything from a single charger to multiple charging depots. Through InControl, fleet managers can save money with smart charging features, request service, run reports, start and stop charging sessions. InControl makes it easy to monitor, maintain, and manage your chargers. If the charge session does not begin, first try to unplug and start again. To stop the session, select Cancel. Now I'd like to show you what this looks like in the bus on the bus instrument panel. There are two charging modes that can be displayed on the bus: charger connected or charging error. When the ignition is in the off position, press any of the three buttons next to the message center to display the charging status. The display will remain on for 10 seconds and then time out. If the ignition is on, the charging status will display automatically. When connected properly and charging, the instrument cluster on the bus will display Charger Connected in Area 5 of the Message Display Center in the instrument panel. While the bus is connected to the charger, the 12-volt is also being charged. While charging, Area 3 in the Message Center will display Time to Full Charge, indicating the time needed to complete a full charge. The time to full charge will vary and is affected by several factors, but mostly it is important to know that the batteries will not begin to charge until they are at the proper temperature. When you plug the charger connector into the bus, the computer checks the battery temperature and either cools or heats the batteries using the power from the charger. When the batteries are at proper temperature, the charging cycle will automatically begin. Battery temperature and outside temperature also affects the charging speed, which means when the temperature is below 65 degrees Fahrenheit, the amperage is mostly used for warming up the batteries, which slows the charging process. And alternatively, when the temperature is above 95 degrees Fahrenheit, the charging is also slowed down to avoid overheating the batteries. Bluebird recommends performing pre-trip inspection while the bus is connected to the charging station. Keeping the bus connected to the charging station will preserve state of charge by using power from the grid. Performing the pre-trip while the bus is unplugged will lower the state of charge. Starting a trip with a lower state of charge may negatively affect the route. Now, we'd like to cover a few unique items associated with the Bluebird electric buses. The first tip is to wait at least 20 seconds after unplugging the bus and starting it. If the bus is unplugged from the charger and the bus is started too soon after it's unplugged, there is a variety of error codes that will appear in the cluster. To avoid this problem, we recommend the bus driver be the person that unplugs the bus from the charger. By the time the driver unplugs the bus, rolls up and hangs up the cable from the charger, walks back to get in the bus, and puts on the seatbelt, enough time has passed that will allow the bus to start as it should. The second item to be aware of are the special radiator fans that sometimes start when plugging in the bus. Because the electric bus is so quiet, these fans have startled drivers when plugging in the bus to charge and fans start up. These fans go on and off depending on the temperature and are there to cool the batteries and prepare them for charging. Finally, we are often asked if it's safe to leave the bus plugged in when it is fully charged. The answer is yes, it's fine to keep the bus plugged in. Also, charging operators wonder if there's a chance of getting shocked when plugging and unplugging in the rain or standing in a puddle of water. Because of UL protocols, this will not happen. That wraps up our instructional video on using the ICE 30 on the Bluebird bus. The ICE 30 is easy to operate with an intuitive touchscreen display and is ideal for fleet charging and a variety of parking applications where shorter charge times are necessary.